Ma'am.
So, J-Mac, you now have somebody that is more famous than you.
About time.
Oh, man.
Over 25 years.
It took a minute, but hey, no, but yo, J-Mac is a legend, man. It's kind of crazy, surreal being out here for real like this.
You know what? I'm so proud of him because he told me when he first got the show, and I think it was 2020, he hit me in the DM, and now look at him. I mean, it's amazing, man,
It's
to
crazy.
see where you have grown in the last 4 years.
Yeah, it's great. It's a blessing. You know, it's like did the show in like 2019. Had no idea. Just was like I moved to LA at 17 to just kind of start acting, and then you know you look back, and now we like on our 4th season, like 5 years doing this show. It's just been a blessing.
Did you guys think you guys want to make it to 4 seasons? To be honest with you,
I mean,
especially with the pandemic and everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
not when we were filming the first season,
Nah.
but once it came
out,
it
yeah.
came out, I was like, oh wow, this is really
like, it's
taking
different.
off.
It's special.
Yeah. Something
Yeah.
special for sure. So
Speaking of special, how has you guys' bond been and you know, outside of filming this show? Because all of you guys are fairly young, you know what I mean? You guys are all actors, just want to be great out here. How's you guys, the whole cast, how's your bond been?
good. I mean, we all stay pretty close. We all live pretty much in LA, and JD lives about 10 minutes from me, so we're always playing basketball,
we hoop.
hanging out, playing 2K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a journey that we all kind of gotta be in it, you know, with each other, and you know, it's a lot thrown at you at once, but it's been amazing.
It was a lot for me. I felt like it was a lot like going to like college in a way, because you know I'm like in my early 20s, and I got all these. You know, Austin had been on TV shows before, but a lot of us were kind of fresh to this, and even being on the show, like we were fresh to this specific type of show.
I've never been on anything like
so
this.
it's like we all kind of bonded together over something like insane. It was incredible.
Austin, did you make it to college? Did you go to college, or
I did not.
Your career just took off?
I was on Disney Channel
Yeah.
growing up, so I was on set.
That's like college.
Yeah.
a little bit.
It's the same.
Yeah, so I knew what I wanted to do at a young age, and I just kind of went for it. I had my parents there with me. You know, I wouldn't be able to do it without them, but and my sister, they've kept me grounded. So I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful to be here talking with y'all.
That's good. J-Mac, I know you had some questions about season 4.
Yeah, about the whole show. For people who might not have seen the show, why should they watch the show? And give us a little bit about your characters.
Well, if you're from Houston, you should watch it because I'm on it.
Hello.
But beyond that,
And this is Jonathan Davis, right?
Yes.
And what's your character, Pope?
Pope. So I play Pope, but the show really kind of centers around like a friend group about 4 kids in the Outer Banks, which is like a little island in North Carolina. It's like the haves and the has-nots. These are like the poor kids, and Austin is on the kook side of the island, which is the rich side, and so they're button heads, and there's this treasure that these kids are gonna go chase. So, you know, it's a lot of adventure, a lot of drama.
It's a lot of drama, and y'all be making me mad too.
How did y'all lose the money already?
Listen.
I always get asked
the
that
goal.
question.
Like
Yeah,
3 seasons, you find the goal.
and then we lose it in like a day and a half. You know?
Okay,
You ever given a teenager money?
Yeah.
it's a good learning
You ever
lesson.
give an adult money?
Yeah, facts.
I'm an adult. I can't hold money myself.
How close are these characters or to y'all in real life? Like Pope, how close is he to you, Pope?
I mean, like definitely like when I was like 16, 17 and in that like awkward phase of my life, like I could relate to just being that age and like having the choice between like, you know, doing well in school and just kind of messing around with your friends, you know, so I definitely related to him in that way. You know, but there's like obviously like clear differences, I think, just with me personally and him. But, you know, he's like, I feel like every character I play is some way a part of me. I try to put as much of myself into
Okay, so you was making good grades. You were pretty smart.
Yeah, I had to. Honestly, like I couldn't act if I didn't. That was like one of the stipulations was I played football and I had to make good grades. So like, without those, I would not be here.
And what about you, Mr. Topper?
Man, Topper, I relate to him in a few ways. He's a surfer. I'm a surfer. You know, he's an athlete, but he's kind of the antagonist, and you know, people love him and people hate him. He's done some crazy things for love in the show. He's been chasing this girl. Well, I think he's finally gotten over
Sarah.
Sarah. He's finally gotten over 4th season. But yeah, for 3 seasons, he was doing some crazy, stupid stuff out of love for that girl, which I've never gone to that extreme personally. But
Maybe
I've got
you got to go to the extremes.
I've got some
Not yet.
She
I'm
wants
not
you
gonna
to.
like burn down a house for somebody. He's done
But
some
she
crazy
wants to know
stuff.
you could.
That's how much real love.
That's how you know.
I
Love
guess
me or not.
you've inspired me.
The toxicity.
Yeah.
And Jonathan, all those stunts you did, how hard were they to do? Because you're in a lot of stunts. You're in the mud.
Yeah.
Bees, everything.
Yeah, I would say for me, it's like it's just kind of fun. Like, you know, being able to do stuff like that. That's kind of the stuff you dream about when you're a kid. Like acting, you want to do all that, like the fighting and the running and like, you know, going through all the stunts. So
Yeah.
every day I got to do that. It was just a blessing. Like looking up and being able to be like, wow, like this is like movie making. This is the magic part of it that like you really lock in on.
Have you guys got to the point where you guys really can't go places now? Because, I mean,
The
y'all-
cult following, right?
Yeah, it's just a big following for the show. It's the biggest show on Netflix.
We were just in Brazil and like we couldn't get out the hotel. Like they were
Brazil?
blocking off like the hotel, like the police had to come. They blocked off the entire street with just fans. So we had to sneak out the back way and there were still people stopping the van on the back way. And then we got to the airport and there were people stopping us at the airport. So it's really like it's really crazy like how like wild it can
It's
get.
so international. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, we're filming in Charleston, South Carolina, and we're in California. And I end up, you know, filming a movie in Bulgaria and Eastern Europe, and people there watching
Yeah.
the show outside of
Yeah.
the hotel. But I think the craziest was Charleston. We just had our
Yeah.
premiere there, and all
Yeah.
the fans were
Fans
out,
were out
for
there.
the season 4 premiere.
That was tough.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
Meeting all the fans, and it's you know, all age ranges too, which I don't think we knew going into it. Like it really appeals to everybody.
And you got to think too, Charleston. I'm not saying much doesn't go on there, but it's like, oh, y'all really putting Charleston on the map. Like, not
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean, a little way, so they don't
Yeah,
have
they,
not
I-
much.
it don't look the same when we first got there. It looks way different now. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's because of us, but it does look different.
Yeah. Who's the most famous person that you were like, oh, I can't believe this person knows me, or even watches this show?
50 Cent dabbed him up.
50 Cent dapped me up at the game. Yeah. He dapped me up at the game. I was like 50. He's like, yeah, it's been some crazy people. 50,
Kevin Hart. We were
Kevin,
at
yeah.
the Lakers game. And
He called us over, like asked us to take
He
a
had his
picture with
kids
his
there.
kids. Snoop, I dapped
Yeah.
Snoop up at the MTV Awards.
Yeah.
Like just crazy. The Rock, like wow.
That's real big.
Have y'all been back to your hometowns? Like, have you been back to Conroe and have you been back to your hometown?
I haven't. I don't have much
You
family
from
there
Nasty
anymore.
Natty, huh?
I'm from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
All
Nasty
my
Natty.
family's kind of moved
Yeah.
out of there. I haven't really been back.
So you haven't
honestly.
seen anybody you went to high school with?
No.
What about you, Jonathan?
I just went back to my high school. I did I donated some body armor to the athletic program. I always try to go back, like try to give back to the school, like try to grow it up. You know, I think like especially when I was going there, like there was just like nobody like to be like an actor. Like I couldn't think of like a single actor to come from, you know, Conroe.
Right.
You know, it's definitely like sports players and entertainers, but like acting was just such a different art form. So like, you know, I try to go back there and show face as much as I can. And then like, I kind of want to just start to like develop the theater program out there. Try to like, you know, make it a thing, you know?
I love that. I know people look at you guys now and they're like, oh my gosh, you're at a place in their life where you're stars. You know what I mean? You can't go anywhere. What is the tougher part about being an actor, or even the tougher part about shooting this show? Because I'm sure every day isn't easy. You wake up, you know your lines, and you go about your life. You know what I mean? What's been the toughest part for you guys?
Take that.
I would say, I mean, you know, obviously the show's gotten a lot of attention. There's a lot of fans. I think it's more of a blessing to be able to like walk around and like put a smile on somebody's face. Obviously it gets draining sometimes. You know, you always have kind of eyes on you, but I don't look at it as like a negative. It's definitely a positive, and it's very special and gives me a lot of purpose. But finding the balance, just, you know, shooting schedule wise, I think is something I had to adapt to, going from day shoots to night shoots and kind of switching between that. But you find a rhythm and you find a groove. But yeah, I'm feeling good about everything.
Yeah, it's like I say same, you know.
Hold on.
It's
Fine. Sorry.
yeah, I would say the same. You know, it's like it's long seasons. It took us a year to film this last season. And we were all over the world. Like we were in Morocco for about a month last year. You know, before that we
How
were
was
in Barbados.
Morocco?
Morocco was fun. It was really cool. Like there were fans out there in Morocco, so that was cool. It's just like the days can get kind of interesting because you start like early and it's like freezing cold out in the desert, and then it gets like really hot in the afternoon, and then it goes back to freezing right at the end of the day. So you're having to like go through all these changes like physically, and you're in like nothing. Like it was crazy.
Eventually, this is going to stop. Do you have any fears after the Netflix series stop?
Nah.
You don't have any fears?
No, I'm gonna keep working. No, I'm gonna just,
crazy.
I'm gonna go do some other I'm gonna just take the break where it needs to be. But God's kept me this far. It's got me to this show. So, I'm just waiting for the next project.
What kind of roles would y'all like to play?
Oh man,
If you could pick one role, like one character,
hard to pick.
what would you
one.
like?
Oh man,
Just one. It would be like,
Shoot.
I would love to do a comedy like The Office or something like
Yeah.
that.
I wanted
to be on a series like that would be really fun for me.
I'm trying to work with like Jordan Peele and do some thrillers and some cool stuff like that.
Oh, you'd be
man.
good. Really good. You guys have a big following, of course, on social media. People watching, following. Is it really you guys on the account?
that's a good question.
swear.
I do as much as I can. Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh, he answered that right. He said as much as he can. So he got a staff.
He got a.
His staff is crazy.
That's all them.
My staff. Nah,
So have
nah,
y'all
I ain't
got
no
to the
staff.
point where like people reaching out, like, can I borrow some money? Can I get some money?
They know
I
not
need
to come to me with that.
Y'all haven't got that
I got a
yet?
small circle. I don't know.
Okay, I get that. What are you guys' big plans for the holidays for Christmas? Do you guys get to take a break and hang out with your family and stuff like that?
Yeah. I'm going to Europe mid-November with my family for about a month, and then after that, back to California and spending Christmas with them.
Bijan and I are gonna do Thanksgiving together. So we gonna go out to Atlanta. My mom's gonna cook. And,
Oh, nice. I love that. And you're getting ready to release the second part of season 4. I know everybody's excited. Have you guys been on TikTok and you guys watch the reviews of people talking about the show? Have you ever done
Only
that
thing
before?
I see on TikTok is this man. He a big Charlie Wilson fan.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He blasts
Damn.
last name Wilson, but that's his song.
Yeah.
Give us some.
My name is Charlie.
Okay.
Last name Wilson.
I was wondering
If I could take you out.
I'm not a singer, I'm a
give you
drummer.
good
Come on.
time, invite you to my house.
Everybody,
here is my number. Girl, you can call me. And don't forget it, baby. My name is Charlie.
I thought he was about to go and hit the next one.
all of this fortune.
He know the
but
whole
then I
thing.
didn't see it.
Come
So I
on.
tell myself, man, get out and mingle. You don't have to be alone.
Hey, we finna get copyright struck.
Here we come.
Hey man, Outer Banks, we appreciate you guys coming through, and of course, J Mac, super excited about you, man. You got the crown for the king of Conroe. Yeah. J Mac, you have been outed, and we appreciate you guys
Hey,
coming.
freestyle. Can you freestyle?
Uh-oh.
Can you
I
bust a
can drop
freestyle?
it.
I heard some over there.
Come on.
Oh,
Let's hear
man.
it. Come on.
Yeah, hold on,
man.
because you grew up and you know this is the freestyle king. He done freestyle with
I know.
everybody.
Here's your
Every
chance.
celebrity.
Here's your
I said that's Jam,
But you
man.
not. I know you got
I'm
him. Jessica,
Come on,
drop
Jonathan.
me a- Hold on, I'm gonna
Oh,
get
Get a
hold up.
beat.
I gotta give you an H-Town beat because y'all from
go.
H-Town.
Oh,
You
man.
got that June 27th in there?
Oh man, June
No, I can't do
27th.
June 27th.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be
November
too hard.
18th.
November 18th is Drake's birthday today too.
Okay. I about to say, yeah.
Line.
Jay birthday coming up. I bet
it's
you.
today.
I know he out. Oh, it is. I bet you he out here right now.
Uh-oh.
Might need to get your daddy in here for this.
Yeah, I know,
Go
right?
get your
Bring
pops. Go
Pops
get your
in here.
pops. Back up. Back up.
Come in here for a second.
Look, he been waiting on this.
Hey. Man.
You know what? Can your dad come to the microphone really quick too? Because I know it's really special being at home, and this is a station that obviously everybody grew up on. And just how does it feel to have your son at home and just being recognized and doing what he's doing right now?
It's very surreal. I'm saying it's very surreal to come back and see my son and see how the city embraces him, and even to see J Mac here. You know, J Mac we were proud of J Mac. It was kind of like, you know, I don't want to call him by his real name. Like, oh, he made it. You know, like, yeah. But he didn't let me in the club free though. So at least get me to the line. But to see Jonathan, to see JD come and represent Conroe, represent Houston, he's always doing it, and to be embraced, it's surreal. I've been here. I don't know if you know Robert. I was here when like Robert Scorpio was here.
Oh,
You know
wow.
what I mean? So
That's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago, and to
Yeah.
come back, it's real surreal. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for having us and
Yeah.
having him.
Thank you guys so much for coming through. Make
Thank
sure
y'all.
you check out Outer Banks right now on Netflix. It's 97 out the box.
Good morning, H-Town.